Today, I'll reveal the brutal truth and what you can do, starting right now, to flip the odds in your favor. Have you ever wondered why the richest 1% seem like they replaying on easy mode, while the rest of us, 99%, are stuck on hard mode? Why they break the rules but never seem to get caught? Or how some people always win the lottery in life while others struggle to make ends meet? Let me tell you something. It's not about luck, timing, or being in the right place at the right time. Those are all lame excuses. The real answer is much more simple than you think. It comes down to a series of small choices that they repeat over and over every single day, day after day, year after year. And here's the kicker. These choices aren't complicated. You can start implementing them right now. So if you've been feeling like you're just treading water and never really getting ahead, it's time to take a good hard look at your daily routine. Because chances are, there are some things that you should be doing that you simply are not doing. Things that will put you way ahead of the pack. By the end of this video, you're going to learn the exact blueprint of what the 1% are doing every single day that they repeat over and over again, which puts them way ahead of the pack and keeps them winning in life. Because let's face it, we were not taught these things growing up, and we sure as hell weren't told these things in school. Chapter 1. It all starts with mindset. The rich think differently. While most people focus on problems, the wealthy focus on solutions. While the 99% say, I can't afford it, the 1% ask, how can I afford it? The success principles that separate the 1% from the 99% boils down to mindset. It's how you approach the world around you, how you handle situations, and how you deal with the cards that life deals you. Most people complain about the cost of everything. They whine about how they don't have enough money. They moan about the price tags. Instead of finding a way to pay for it, they just say they can't afford it. That's victim thinking. The 1% thinks differently. They see every obstacle as an opportunity to learn and grow. Every problem is just another puzzle to solve. So if you want to make real progress in life, you must adopt the mindset of the top 1%. Think like them. See opportunities where others see problems. That's the first step. Remember, if you think like a winner, you're more likely to behave like a winner too. The second step is to start acting like the top 1%. And this is what we will discuss in Chapter 2. Chapter 2. How the 1% build wealth. Most people work for money. The rich make money work for them. Listen to that again. Most people work for money. The rich make money work for them. The 1% is obsessed with building passive income streams. They have their money invested in stocks, real estate, businesses. They know that time is limited, so they don't waste it trading hours for dollars. Think about it. If you're working a 9-to-5 job just to pay the bills, you're essentially trading your time for money. You're selling your hours to your boss. But what happens if you get sick, or if there's a recession and your company downsizes? Your income stops coming in. The 1% doesn't want to be in this position. They don't want to be trading time for money. They want to be in a position where their money is working for them, even when they not. They invest in their skills and assets that generate income, and businesses that bring in revenue even while they sleep. This allows them to have more time freedom. They can take breaks when they want to. They can travel when they feel like it without having to worry about losing their source of income. Most people are slaves to their job. They have to show up every day, even if they hate it, because they need the money to survive. The 1% has the luxury to quit a job that isn't fulfilling, because they have other sources of income that will keep them afloat. The 1% leverages systems. They understand that one person can only do so much, so they build systems and processes that allow them to do more with less. For example, let's say you want to write a book. You could do everything yourself, but that would take a long time. You could hire a ghostwriter, an editor, a publicist, and together you could get the book out much faster. That's leveraging. Systems allow you to do more with less. It allows you to reach a wider audience. The 1% leverages people. They surround themselves with the best and brightest minds. They hire experts to help them in their areas of weakness. They build teams of talented individuals who share their vision and values. This allows them to accomplish more than they could ever do on their own. You can't do everything yourself. You don't have to be the expert at everything. Leverage people to fill in your gaps and multiply your efforts. Leverage is what separates the 1% from the 99%. What allows them to build wealth and achieve extraordinary results. When you leverage time, money, skills, and people, you can achieve exponential growth. And that's exactly what the 1% does. They leverage everything they have to create more wealth. Chapter 3: Habits that separate them. Now that we've covered the mindset and strategies of the top 1%, let's talk about the daily habits that set them apart. Here are 6 habits that you can start copying today. They wake up earlier than most. Now, I'm not talking about waking up at 5 a.m. every day and chugging coffee until your eyes fall out. I'm talking about waking up at a time that works for you and using that time to get ahead of the pack. Maybe it's waking up at 6 a.m. instead of 7 a.m. Maybe it's waking up at 4 a.m. when everyone else is asleep. The point is to use that time to get ahead, to do the things that will move the needle. They read more books than others. Reading is how you learn new things. It's how you expand your mind. It's how you stay ahead of the curve. The 1% knows this, which is why they read more books than the average person. They read books on business, on finance, on marketing, on sales, on leadership. They devour books like it's their job because it is their job to stay at the top. They plan their day while most people just wing it. 1% plans their day down to the minute. They know what they want to accomplish, and they plan how to achieve it. They set deadlines, and they stick to them. Planning gives you clarity. It gives you focus. It gives you direction. Without it, you're just wandering around with your head cut off. They invest instead of spending. The 1% invests in assets that appreciate in value. They invest in properties that generate rental income. They invest in businesses that grow over time. They invest in their future. The 99%, on the other hand, spends their money on depreciating assets. They buy new cars that lose value as soon as they drive them off the lot. They buy the latest gadgets and gizmos that become outdated in a matter of months. They buy into the hype. The 1% endures when others quit. The path to success is not an easy one. There are bumps along the way. There are obstacles to overcome. There are challenges to face. But the 1% endures. They push through the tough times. They suck it up and keep moving forward. They don't quit. The 99%, on the other hand, quits at the first sign of trouble. They throw in the towel when things get tough. They run away from the battlefield. Success isn't a mystery. It's a discipline. Day after day. Day after day. And now it's time to reveal the harsh truth that no one dares to tell you. Becoming part of the 1% isn't easy. It's not for the faint of heart. It demands sacrifice. It demands loneliness at times. It demands obsession with your vision. It demands relentless focus on your goals. Are you willing to pay the price? Well, because if you are, then my friend, you can be part of the 1%. You can have financial freedom. You can have time freedom. You can have the power to make a real impact in this world. On the other hand, if you're not willing to pay the price, if you're not willing to make the sacrifices, then you'll remain part of the 99%. You'll keep trading time for money. You'll keep chasing the rat race. You'll keep living paycheck to paycheck. The choice is yours. The path to success is there. It's up to you to take it. You have 2 choices today. Stay comfortable and stay the same. Or get uncomfortable and change your destiny. The 1% didn't wait for permission. They created their own reality. Now it's your turn. This is the Billionaire Fox, where your mind grows, your wallet grows, and your life transforms. If you enjoyed this video, watch the next one and subscribe to the channel.